everybody, welcome back to Lyrical Resonance, where we believe that where words fail, music speaks. I'm getting into a band that has, I think I've done every song they've released. This is the band Whom I Serve and their song, The Sacrifice. Now, I'm a little late getting to this song. I'm 4 weeks, actually. It's the 16th of January as of this recording. They released this on Christian Rock X on YouTube, December 16th, so I'm like a month behind getting to this, but I'm getting into it now. I know these guys. They're such good dudes. They write music that is from the heart. It's awesome to see this project of theirs continue to take shape and to see how they keep producing really good tunes. So I'm excited to get into this song. I'm going to stop talking so much. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you taking the time with this the first time. I'd ask at the end of this video, if you like what you see, to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say. So let's do that with Whom I Serve and their song, The Sacrifice.
There'd be no forgiveness for all of the evil that each of us have and shed, there'd be no forgiveness for all of the evil that each of us have done.
Okay, this sounds, again, it's almost like we're getting a different chapter of their sound, because you have with See Us Through and Burn Me Alive, two very different sounds in those songs. And you come here and it's, again, a very different sound. And so Jonathan, Jared, and Aaron, you guys continue to impress me with your musical flexibility and your range. And I really like that opening line, effectively there can be no forgiveness without the shedding of blood, which is a very central tenet of Christian faith. So good. And I love the delivery, and this whole thing already sounds so good, and that opening riff is a thing of beauty. Let's keep going. There you go, Aaron.
If blood wasn't shed, there'd be no forgiveness from all of the evil that each of us have done. We're bought with a price, the
Wow, this sounds so good. I'm noticing a lot of different accents throughout the song, and I feel like that's different, where there's layers upon layers of things happening between the guitar riffs that you're hearing, the different and fantastically placed little like accent notes that Aaron is playing on the drums. The guitar work is, like I said, it's just fantastic, and that chorus is, I think, bigger and more soaring than what they have done in the past, and I dig that a lot. I do think it's still vocally a little restrained from, like, if I'm thinking about this, I just, man, what would take this to the next level for me would be to hear those vocals in the chorus really just punched up a notch. Like, big wolves at the gate kind of vocals would, I think, take this to another level. And it's still really good. Like, don't take that as a knock against the song. I think it's good, but I think that would take it up a notch. But I like this a lot, man. This sounds so good. And again, I'm amazed at how much their sound shifts between each song that they release. And I really enjoy this. Nice, bring it down. I love that guitar tone. Okay, that last hit there was so big, and oh my gosh, Jonathan, dude, your voice is like just ripping that apart. It sounds so good, and I assume that was Chris Gianola playing that kind of lead guitar you had there, where there was that little bit of a solo. Sounded really good. Could have used a little more volume, in my opinion. Again, I'm getting like real nitpicky here, but dude, this sounds so good. That has to be the heaviest they've gone yet. That was so cool. I loved that little breakdown they had there. Dude, this is great. Nice. Really well done. Really, really well done. Yeah. I need some more of that in my life, because that sounded so good. I really gotta hand it to you guys, man. You just keep getting better. And I really appreciate how much things can shift between songs, and it doesn't come across as like you can't figure out what you want to do. Like, you guys clearly have a sound in mind and a vision in mind, and I really dig that. I think this is, man, I don't know, I love to see us through. That was so good. But I think I like this one a little more. You know, it was just so well done. And I really enjoyed that mid, bridge breakdown, or whatever you want to call it, that kind of ends out the song. It sounded awesome. And all the different layers within the song itself really stood out to me. The different accents you had, and the random, pockets that Aaron got into on the drums. Again, the drums really, really stood out to me on this one. And like I said, I think my only nitpick with it is I would love to have seen there be some more soaring vocals to really push that chorus and make it a little bit more dynamic. And then the volume on the guitar solo up just a little bit more. But those are just like nitpick minor criticisms I had. Other than that, I thought this was really, really well done. And I like the lyrics of it. I'd have to really listen to it again to really pick at the lyrics a lot. But from the ones that stood out to me being about how we're bought with this price, and that there was a sacrifice that paved the way for us to get into this relationship with God, where we have direct access to him through the death and resurrection of Jesus. And I love that, how, it's there's always the question of, why did Jesus have to die? And the answer to that is, it's so hard to really answer that, because you have the people who think that it seems like this like divine, maybe not divine, I don't know, but it seems like some people say it's like child abuse. Like they say, well, like, if God's really killing his own son, then that's like divine child abuse. And what we don't understand is that's actually God dying in our place. That's God in human form in the life of Jesus, dying in our place and paying that sacrifice for us. And looking at the debt that our sin has collected, putting it on his card and saying, I'll pay this bill. Your credit's no good here. Charge it to me. Dude, this was so good. And the other aspect of that is, God is holy. He is holy, and it's a holiness that we can't quite fully comprehend, where it's a holiness that will stand in opposition to anything that would harm us, anything that would harm his creation that he loves dearly. He is opposed to, and that opposition comes across oftentimes as wrathful. Anything that's not in his love is opposed by him, and it comes across as wrath. And so when he will not stand for sin, he will not tolerate it, and so that's without the shedding of blood there can be no remission of sin. And that's the idea behind the song, really, and it's really good, and they presented it well, they delivered it well. So if I were to give this a ranking, 1 out of 10, 1 being terrible and 10 being amazing, I don't know where I would put it. I know it's not going to be on the low end of that. I don't know if I would give it a 10, but I'd give it an 8. It was really good, really well done. Like I said, I had my minor criticisms. I want to see the voices soar a little bit more. I want to see them kind of let go of the restraint they show a little bit and really push. That I would love to see you do that, and I think you take it to another level. And then the production, if you're gonna have somebody come in and play a solo for you, you better make sure that is kind of a highlight. And for me, and maybe I'm misunderstanding, but that's what I thought the feature of Christianola was. But I felt like if that was the case, it needed to be brought up more, and more of a highlight, more of a standout. And again, these are just minor criticisms, and I'm not an audio engineer or anything like that, so take it for what you will. But I really enjoyed the song, you guys. Really, really well done. So, Jonathan, Aaron, and Jared, top-notch music. As always, I really, really liked it. Now, all of you who are watching, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Get in the comments and tell me what you thought of the song, because I thought it was pretty stellar, and I'm excited to hear more from my friends in whom I serve. Tell me what you would rank it 1 through 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing. And then, if you liked what you saw, I'd ask you to go over to their channel, subscribe to them, keep up with what they're doing, because they are awesome and their music is great. Big thanks to Christian Rock X for premiering the song. Really, really love how you guys support the music scene, and it's just super awesome to see the camaraderie. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, if you liked what you saw, I'd ask you, if you have not already, please hit the like button, subscribe to Lyrical Resonance, because we believe that where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say. But until next time, as always, stay safe and be blessed. We'll see you soon.